Hello everyone, this is Record of Ragnarok, the podcast about the manga and anime Record of Ragnarok, and we got the big triple digits. That's right, chapter 100 has dropped, and chapter 101 has dropped as well. It's a double chapter, and man, this fight is heating up. I already had high expectations for this fight, but they are being met right now, and man, I don't know if it's gonna beat round 4. Round 4 is really good. So is round 8. So is round 5. But, you know, we just gotta keep... I mean, if it keeps up like this, I think this definitely has potential to be top 3 round material. And that's not just me saying that because Simo is in it. Actually, but it's probably because Simo is in it. Where we last left off, we had Loki summoning, it seemed, copies of Thor, Odin, and Hercules. Hercules, as you should probably remember, is dead as can be. So, the fact that he has been summoned is really quite impressive. Obviously, it's not actually Thor, Odin, and Hercules on the battlefield, but copies of them. All the gods are pretty much shocked. Shiva is really surprised. Aphrodite even is like, whoa, what is going on? I'm happy we are getting more Aphrodite. I really like her. I hope that we... I hope she plays a bigger role in the story. You know, I hope that she gets more time to develop as a character and isn't just fan service. But hey, who knows? And something really surprising is Thor is using Mjolnir. Hercules is using his power. It seems that they are capable of using their abilities to their fullest potential. And man, seeing Hercules back, Ares is extremely emotional. He's doing what Ares does. I love it. It's hilarious. And then Cloak, Jack the Ripper's Valkyrie, is there, and she is pissed. Like, this isn't fair. This is supposed to be a one-on-one. How is it a 4v1? And for the first time in the series, we see Jack the Ripper, like, mad. Like, he's mad. He is mad that Loki is using Hercules. Now, the copies of Hercules, Odin, and Thor, I'm just going to call them the copies from here on out, just so I don't have to keep repeating Hercules, Odin, and Thor. You know who I'm talking about. The copies are going through, and they're destroying the forest, and Simo has disappeared. It seems that even with all the cameras and all the audio cues, they can't find Simo. Like, he's able to just vanish into thin air. Loki is impressed by Simo's ability to play hide and seek, but Loki can play this game too, and he pops on a ring and summons over 100 copies. So he's essentially forming an army. Loki, I wasn't sure just how he was going to fight, but I did not expect him to have this kind of ability. I love how much Loki is taunting. He's being a bit zesty, I guess, for lack of a better term. Man, I'm 26. I gotta give up trying to say all these cool slang terms. Whatever. But he has an ability. It's the Ring of the Jester Heimskringla. I apologize to all my Scandinavian fans out there. I'm sure in your beautiful language it sounds much better than my Baltimore accent. Well, somewhat Baltimore, but you know what whatever. It's pretty much the power to copy anything in creation. To demonstrate, Loki grabs an adorable fluffy squirrel and clones it. He has on his fingertips it looks like, I don't know, it kind of looks like scanners, and he's able to copy and make a perfect copy of whatever he deems fit. So I think that's a really cool ability, and it makes sense for the trickster god Loki. He says that normally when he's not wearing the ring, he can only create up to 5 copies, but when he wears the ring, he can do it an infinite number of times, and that's stupid crazy powerful. So he's saying that, like, you might think that, like, in a big battlefield, Loki is explaining that in a big battlefield, like, you'd think Simo would have the advantage as a sniper, But Loki's saying he has the advantage because he has the army and can scope out everything. And I think that is really, really interesting because if you recall, they mentioned that Loki was the one who chose this battlefield. And he explains that the weak point is that as the numbers increase, more power gets distributed, so each clone gets weaker and weaker. And then he's like, oh, well, I shouldn't have said that. My bad. My mistake. It's not really a big deal. And then Hermes and Zeus and Ares are talking like, why would he say his weakness? And obviously, Loki's not an idiot. We all know he said that because he's planning something. Everyone was able to kind of figure that out. And there was, as they put, a subtle lie hidden. The way it is explained is that Loki has the ability to choose how he distributes the power. For example, what is shown is a lot of the clones are weak, but he chooses to put a lot of power into one specific clone. And you don't know which one it is. Only Loki knows which clone is... which copy is the powerful one. And then it happens. Simo shoots, and the bullet it separates into, I'd imagine, hundreds, if not thousands of smaller bullets, and it just peppers the army. Almost the entire army, including the powerful reinforced copy, are wiped out. They're done. They're dust. And then Simo, in finish, counts to 1. Going on to chapter 101, it is explained that Simo's ability is that the bullets are the Volander, but every bullet he fires is one of his organs. For example, his kidney was the bullet that was just used, and it was taken and turned into the bullet that he fired to take out this gigantic army of clones. So Simo's gun is not the Volander, it's the bullets. During this explanation, Buddha comes back, Brunhild thinking it's Goal. I'm surprised Brunhild isn't as worried that she hasn't seen Goal in a while. I guess she's trusting Goal to go off and do her own thing, but Buddha shows up and they talk about the Volander ability, and they explain that it's called the Reaper's Contract, because even though Simo, I love this fact, the fact that even though Simo is really good at killing, he doesn't like killing. He did it to protect his homeland, and so he's not some cold-blooded evil monster. So every time he shoots a bullet, it harms him, and I think that is so good for Simo's character. I think that's an amazing, perfect way to adapt Simo. One of my biggest fears with Simo was that they were going to portray him as some bloodthirsty, heartless killer, and he's not. He's not that. And the fact that Record of Ragnarok is taking so much care and showing that Simo is not just a heartless killer, even though he has a very high body count, that he is just somebody who wanted to defend his homeland, I think that is beautiful. It's respectful, and man, I am absolutely loving it. And this fight is shaping up to be one of the best, and the payoff for waiting for Simo for literally years, it's paying off. It's paying off. They are doing a wonderful job with it. I love what they're doing with this fight. I can't wait to see where it goes.